Welcome back. We are here with the human knight traversing the land of Dragons Down. In the last video we did turns 1 through 10. So here we are on turn 11. If you recall, we entered in over the ancient hole and made our way across the mountains to the Forgotten City and found the chamber and looted the chamber. Got some good treasures. And now we're making our way northward. We found the shrine and we just took out an adult dragon. So we're going to continue upward in the shrine this turn. And so we have, again, 4 action points to spend. And I do, just recall, have my symbol of alertness, which allows me to alert as an action, a bonus action every turn. So I will go ahead and alert. And go ahead and put my cube here on alert. I just pretty much leave it there and take alert as my first action every round. So I still have 4 action points to spend, and we are going to enter in the caves here, so that is going to take away one of my action points immediately upon entering it. So now I have, that's 1 action point, and I now only have 2 action points left to spend. So kind of looking at the board up here, we're going to go up to 3, and looking at what can come out here, we've got giant bats and adult dragons. I'm feeling pretty powerful right now. I'm a good matchup against adult dragons, assuming they don't fireball me. Bats could be a problem. They are hard to hit, but they'll do some damage, and they can wound me, but they can't kill me. But I might be a good matchup. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity to maybe get into some battles as well and get some fame points through killing some creatures. So I'm not going to hide. I'm going to stay as I am and see what comes out. So those will be my, we did one movement here, 2 movements here. And so that means I've got 1 action point left to spend. And I'm going to use that to search and try to find this hidden path right here to get to the shrine. So we're going to go over here and roll the search die. I only get one go at it this turn, but maybe it'll be a good one. And I didn't find it. So I am not hiding, or not sneaking. And we're going to see what happens at the end. We've got the monster dice coming out. Here we go. And no bats and no dragons, but we do have the Sight Guardian will come out. And the way they come out, we have the shrine out here. And if we look, I'm sorry for the camera movement here, but if we look at the setup for the woods, we can see the shrine is there, and we know that it is guarded by the Wraith. So we're going to go and pull out the Wraith. Sorry, I had misplaced the Wraith. So the Wraith is going to come out onto the shrine right here. Guardians don't come out on you. They come out straight to their site location. So the Wraith is going to be here, kind of waiting for me when I get there. So I don't have anybody in my clearing right now to fight. So we are going to progress to turn 12, where I'm going to continue my search for that secret passage. So here we go. And I found it. So that was my first action. Note I didn't start in a cave this turn, so I have 4 actions as of right now. And I will use my bonus alert there. And my first action was the search, and I found it. My second action is going to be to sneak. So I'm going to sneak before I get to the Wraith so that it does not block me when I get there. Hopefully. So so that was my second action, and my third and final action as I enter a cave clearing. That would be my third. That means I only get 3 actions this turn, is to move there. So I immediately roll a hide check because I moved into into a clearing with a monster, and hopefully I remain hidden. And I am hidden. So now we are going to roll the monster dice at the end of my turn and see if anything else comes out. Oop, let's get these going. And we are going to get something. We're going to get one dragon that's going to come out. Adult dragon. So we're going to pull that out. And we're going to now have the Wraith, which is a guardian. Oop, let's look at these a little bit. The Wraith moves very quickly. He's going to be very hard to hit, and you'll see his health is 4, so I cannot one-hit this guy. He only does 1 damage on this side, so he'll wound me, and he has attack speed of 2, so I cannot maneuver and dodge him, so he will automatically hit me when he does hit me. The adult dragon has maneuver speed of 3, and we've seen this chip before. The flip side of both these guys, he's a little bit slower, but his attack speed's even faster. I could auto hit him if he's on this, but again, I will not kill him. So he'll get a good hit on me, and he'll do 1 damage each time he does that. Of course, the flip side of the adult dragon is he casts fireball on me, and will automatically, nope, not automatically. Yeah, automatically hit me if his fireball goes off. His attack speed of 2 will be an automatic hit. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, so you know what? Let's fight. Let's just see how our knight does out here. This might be the end of the night, but if he wins, he'll get a whole bunch of fame. And I think it'll be good for his score. He needs points right now. We're currently sitting at 2 legend points and 22 fame. I'm going to come out and attack the dragon first. I think that's the better move, just because it can fireball potentially, and I can kill it and get it out of the way if he does not flip. So I'm going to target that. We're going to use the same cube setup. I was alert, so I get to use 6 cubes again instead of 5. As you know, if I had not alert, I only get 5 cubes, so I get the 2 on my mace of smiting, and then 4 on my knight, 3 in the attack speed, and 1 in my 1 maneuver speed. I am just not fast. So there we go. There's our setup. Now we're gonna roll to see if each monster flips. Let me roll for the dragon first. And he does not flip. That's really good for us. We don't have to worry about a fireball. And then we'll roll for the Wraith to see what happens with him. He does flip. That actually is gonna make him a little bit slower and easier to hit. So that's good. So again, like I said, the first round is you close the distance. We go by weapon length. I'm the only one that has a weapon here. So my mace had a reach of 2, if you recall from the first one. It's that number right there. And neither enemy has any sort of weapon. So there's no, it would be indicated by a red number kind of up in this corner, and they don't. So I'm going to attack the adult dragon first with my weapon speed. And again, my attack speed is 4 versus his maneuver speed of 3, and it is an automatic hit, and I kill this dragon and get my 12 fame. There we go. Okay. So now on the flip side, it's then the Wraith's turn to go. He is going to attack with attack speed of 3, and my maneuver speed is 1. So that is going to automatically hit me and do 1 damage. And the way this works is I'm going to absorb this damage with my chainmail, which has an armor value of 3, so it can absorb a pretty high damage blow. So 1 is definitely less than that 3, so it does not even hurt my armor. If it had been a damage of 3, it would have we would have damaged the armor. If it had been a 4 or higher, it would have just I would have gotten rid of the chainmail. It would have absorbed the blow that one time, but I would lose it. But as it stands, it only did 1 damage, and I absorb it. But I do have to take a wound every time you get hit. You are going to take a wound, even if you absorb it in the armor. So I'm going to take that wound and move, and I do that by moving either a heart or a cube down into my wounded area down here. So I have been wounded. One of the good things about the knight, though, is he's good at healing, so we can heal that back up later. And that is the first round of combat. So second round is going to be very similar for me. I'm hoping I can auto hit him if he does not flip and wound him. So we're going to start with the same thing. I want to target him. He's obviously going to target me as the only enemy to him in his clearing. And I'm going to roll his tactics. I'm going to keep my same exact tactics, meaning we're not going to change any cubes. And I'm going to roll and see if he flips. And he didn't flip. Now my attack speed of 4 goes off first. His attack speed was 3, which is this first number over here, this first 3 over here. And my 4 exceeds his maneuver speed of 3. So it is an automatic hit. However, my mace only does 3 damage. And this 4 is greater than that. So this symbol behind him means he's undead, and the wings indicate that he's flying, which flying is important for some spells. But he's not armored though. So he is. So what I do then when that happens is I wound him. I do not kill him, but he takes a single wound. And we're going to indicate that by putting a pink marker here. And that means that now his health is basically 4 minus the 1 cube on here. His health is 3. So if I hit him, next time I hit him, it'll be able to kill him. But he notably still hits me back. His attack speed is this 3, and again, my maneuver speed is the lowly 1. And I'm going to have to take another wound. And I think the way I'll do that is maybe I will wound one of my hearts. The 1 damage, I absorb it into my chainmail, and I have to wound 1 thing on my player board. I could wound one of these cubes over here, but I kind of want them for this battle. So yeah, I'm really going to need to heal after this. So that is the second round of combat. The third round of combat, I'm not going to change a thing. I'm going to roll for him and hope he does not flip. And he did not flip. So my attack speed of 4 goes first. It's going to do 3 damage to his 4 minus 1, his 3 remaining health. And because my damage meets or exceeds his remaining health, he is killed. And I get 13 fame for taking out the Wraith. Awesome. That is what my knight is good for. So he's going to get 13 more fame. All right, now we're racking up some points. And now we are on the shrine, ready to find it and loot it. So let's do that. Let's go to turn 13 and proceed to search for the shrine. So we're going to do that. We're in the caves, so we have 3 actions. Again, I'm going to take my bonus alert, and I'm going to use my 3 actions to start finding the crypt and looting it, or the shrine. So there's 1 success. That's my first action, is that roll, and my second one to roll this blank one. Oh no! You know what? Third action. Let's get greedy. All right, let's hope that pays off. So I did get a legend point and 5 fame for finding that shrine. It had been hidden to humanity, and I have discovered it and found it, so that gives me fame and legend points for revealing it, for discovering it. So there we go. That was my turn though, and I'm not hidden. I did not sneak. So we are gonna roll monsters, and could be revealed again. Ooh, let's make sure I get the right dice. All right. I think this is on a mountain. I accidentally changed it. So we do have the Guardian got rolled again. However, we killed the Guardian. There is no Guardian. He's dead. So there's nothing going to come out this round. We're safe for right now. So I'm free to loot on now turn 14. So let's do that. And I'm going to get the second treasure. Let me go ahead and set up the shrine. It's 2 deep treasures and 3 treasures. So we're going to grab 3 treasures from the pile and put 2 deep treasures on top of that. And then I'm going to get, I rolled a 1 and a 2, the second treasure down in the pile, which will be one of those 2 deep treasures that I got. And it is the Satchel of the Giant, which is really just meaning I discard this and draw 2 treasures off the top of the treasure pile. So let's do that, and let's see what treasures I get. We'll do them one at a time. So I've got the Potion of Maneuver, meaning I can consume this potion, and I'll add another cube to my inventory, which is not bad in terms of having more cubes to wound. I don't actually have more spots for brown cubes down here. You see I'm pretty much all full, but it's always good to be able to take a wound. That could be good for us. I don't have to consume it right away. I can always decide to do it later. So I'm gonna put it here for right now. And my other treasure is a Potion of Relief. This I can take and remove curses, any curses that I've gotten. So curses can be gained by, some treasures are cursed and can give you a curse. I believe also learning spells can curse you as well. There might be some other ways to get curses in the game, but I think those are some of the main ones. I don't have to worry about this right now, so I'm going to put this in my backpack and leave a space open right now. I only have 1 more inventory space open right now. So that was a pretty good first loot. Let's go ahead, and I have 2 more. That was my first action. Let's go ahead and, oh, sorry, that was my second action. I did the search, and then sorry. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to, okay. I'm gonna take my second loot action now, which is my second action for this round, and I am going to roll these, and I'm going to get the 4th treasure down, which is the bottom treasure. There aren't many treasures in the shrine. And this is going to be a Potion of Might. Man, we're going to get all kinds of cubes. Let me just see real quick. Sometimes the native groups want potions with cubes on them. So I'm going to look at these and make sure if I consume them, I'm not giving up points in the future. So the Sanctuary wants a treasure with a spell cube or spell square on the card. I don't have any of those. The Knights want you to pay 40 gold and kill monsters that have a total fame value higher than 30. I've actually, between the 2 dragons and the Wraith, I've actually already done that. So I might want to consider going up to the Knights soon and claiming that title. I'll have to sell some treasures to get that 40 gold. But I can, that's 2 legend points and 10 fame that I've got waiting for me at the keep. And the dwarves are going to want trade the treasure listed below, remove it from the game. They're going to want a weapon treasure, an armor treasure, or treasure worth 25 plus gold. I don't think I've got too many of those. I do have my Mace of Smiting. That is a weapon treasure, but that night reward looks pretty promising for me. So there's nothing really keeping me from consuming these, other than, they're worth some money to spend. So or to get that 40 gold later. So I could sell one of those later. So let me hold on to them for just a little bit longer and roll one last loot. And that's not going to do anything right there. And I did not sneak, notably. I don't know if I care too much about the monsters right here, although I did not heal. We'll see if that's going to be a problem or not. That was my turn. That was turn 14. We're going to roll the dice to see what comes to me. And we rolled nothing bad. Just some ogres and plains. None of those are going to impact me, so I am free to move on to turn 15 now, where we have 3 treasures left here. And I want to spend, typically healing is, a heal would be to get 2 cubes back or a heart. It'd be 3 actions. I am the knight, so I get to actually do that for 1 last action. So I can heal these 2 things for 2 action points. And I'm going to go ahead and do that just in case something comes my way. And then on my 3rd action, I'm going to loot. And I didn't get anything. That's too bad. So we are going to roll the monster die. And of course, I've got my automatic alert going before any monsters come. Just call that out, and there's nothing coming again. I've been pretty fortunate. So let's try one more round to loot and see what we can get out of here, and then we might move on to another tile. Okay, good. So we're gonna get the 3rd treasure down. And that's gonna be a regular treasure, and there are only gonna be 2 treasures left in this pile. And we're gonna get, hey, this is our first epic treasure. This is a red banner, means it's an epic treasure. It's the Ring of Truth, and that does a few things. Well, I'm not gonna wear it because I've got these gloves of aggression on, which is much better for the night, I think. But if you wear it on your hand, which would be covered up by the gloves of aggression right there, I would only put it on one hand, where the gloves of aggression takes both of them. I'd get a white cube that I could use for spell casting. So I could always alert and change things around and wear that, and then put the gloves of aggression back on if I ever needed to cast a spell or enchant a tile. Like this would enable me to start enchanting tiles and moving pathways around. But as it stands, I don't need it, but I do get, for revealing an epic treasure, a legend point and a fame. So I'm going to put that in my backpack and take my points. And then we are going to, let's see, we've got a pathway out here. I'm going to try one more time to loot here, and then we'll move for the rest of this round, and then we'll move on. So let's just see if we can get one of those last 2 treasures real quick. Yep, got it. Let's see what we got. We got a spell. All right, maybe we'll get lucky and get a white spell that we could learn with that white cube. We'll see. I draw a spell from the spell deck, and it is a purple spell. So that's not going to do much for us. I'm just going to put that in my backpack. If I ever get a purple spell cube, I could learn that spell. But I don't have anything right now, so it is just going to sit right there. In a multiplayer game, you could accumulate those and maybe use them as trading fodder for other players and sell your spells to a spellcaster. But Solo game, you can't do too much with it other than maybe sell it to a merchant when you get there. Get to a civilization tile. Okay, I do have one more action. I will, well, might as well try to get that last treasure. We'll give it a go. No. Okay. So we're gonna roll the monster dice. And we did get one adult dragon. There we go. So we are gonna get an adult dragon coming to us. We will roll the high dice to see if I remain hidden. And I actually do remain hidden. I don't have an ambush attack. So I will have to reveal myself to fight him. And I might as well, because I can get some points by doing this. So let's go ahead and get this adult dragon over here. And we will target him. He starts off on his fame side. And then I've got my same tactics that I've always had. I've got both my Mace of Smiting, attacking at full speed, and I've got my health, my one maneuver. And I'm glad I healed up. So let's see if he flips. There we go. It's this dice right here. We'll roll this and see if he changes tactics. He did not. I'm getting lucky with these. No fireballs to worry about. So obviously, I'm going to auto hit him and take him out. I've not had to roll the hit dice to see if I hit him or not. I've just auto hit all of these guys so far. With a 4 attack speed, you can do that for most enemies. So we're going to put him in our kill pile down here. It's getting pretty big with a bunch of adult dragons and the wraith in there. And I'm going to take my 12 fame. I actually probably need to chip up a little bit. Let me put in 5 and take 20 out. Or put in 8, sorry, and get 20 in return. So there we go. That was turn 15. Okay, just did a quick assessment of where we are. We're starting turn 16. And I've got currently 4 legend points and 65 fame. So that's pretty good. That would, if I was able to retire right now, I'd have 10 legend points and 5 fame remaining. It's pretty good. And I've got about $13 in gold to buy items. So, and a bunch of items in my backpack that I could sell. So I'm going to start making my way up to the knights so I can go ahead and claim that title up there. So we're going to obviously alert first off, my automatic alert. And then I'm starting in a cave tile, so I only have 3 action points. Note that I'm going to move up to the barriers and I've got to worry about juvenile dragons and giants. You know, I'm just going to keep on moving up there and not worry about sneaking. So I'm going to do 1. That might change when I get onto the tile though. 2. And let's draw our mountain wilderness token. See what we get here. Ooh, well, we might delay our trip to the keep for a little bit longer. We are going to get a site. Let's pull which site's going to come out on the board here. And it is the crypt on 5. So actually that's a little bit of a journey over there to the crypt. There's no direct path. I could go back through here and come back around to it. Otherwise I'd have to kind of go up through the mountains. So that'd be 2 action points, 2 action points, another 1, and then this is 2. So yeah, there's no great fast way to get there. So I've done 1, 2, and let me go ahead and go. I'll just move up here, the barriers and the caves under here. And so I'm staying in the caves, so that'll impact my next turn. And hope for the best. Guardian could come out. The Guardian of the Crypt is the Lich. So let's see what happens. Roll the monster dice. So here we go. Got them. We've got Stench and the Woods. That is not on my tile. So we are good for right now. 17. So I have 3 action points plus my bonus alert action. So there was that. I'm going to do 2 to move here. And now I have a decision. Do I want to go to the keep or do I want to go to the crypt? You know, the keep is always going to be there. So let's go. Actually, it's 2 points to move to that one, which I don't have, and 1 point to move here. That might make my decision for me. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my 1 point to go to the keep action tile. We are going to roll the monster die, but there's no monsters to get returned or anything like that. So we did roll the monsters returned. That's why you do that while you're on civilization, because you might clear off some tiles, but no monsters on the board. We're good. We are on now turn 18, able to move up to the keep. And when I do that, we're going to reveal these top 2 civilization tokens to see what merchants are there to trade with. Hopefully they're not both empty. 1 is empty, and we do have this scholar to trade with. Good. He can buy my stuff. Awesome. So, so that was my first 2 action points, is to move on to the keep. I'm going to do, for my 3rd action, is I'm going to trade with that scholar. So to do that, we're going to set up his portion of the board. You see he's going to have 2 treasures, 2 items, and 4 missions. I'm going to go ahead and create that deck real quick. So let me grab the 4 treasures, and these will be able to get purchased. 2 items and a bunch of missions. There we go, 4 missions. So when I do that trade action, I can look at all the things in his that he's selling. He's got, let's see, gemstone, which would add a charisma. Okay, so the base price for this gemstone is going to be 2 times 3, as how it starts, is you always pay 3x. I could haggle him down by rolling the haggle dice to try to buy any item, any one item. And to do that, you'd roll this pair of dice, and you would, if you roll, assuming you don't roll a door, the numbers showing, you'd compare the highest number showing to your number of symbols that you've got. So I would need to have nothing higher than a 1 to successfully haggle with the scholar. So this is not my best guy. If I find somebody that respects charisma, which is this bottom one, I'm in much better shape. As it stands, I'm already good at charisma, so I wouldn't need to purchase this. So see, he's got the Writ of Redemption, which lets me purchase anything for face value. I'd have to pay $9 for it without haggling. He's got a wisdom thing. He's got a spell book. I don't want to buy spear, staff. I've got nothing I want to buy, but I do want to sell a bunch of stuff to him. So let's see what I can sell him. I'm going to sell him my battle axe for 5, longsword for 6. That's $11 I'm getting. Bracers of finesse I'm not going to use, so that's going to be $17. This ring of truth, I'm going to sell that. That'll be $29. And then finally this spell scroll, which has 1 spell on it worth 2, so that'll be $31 or 31 gold that I'm going to sell to him. Nope, I don't need to put that there. So let's go ahead and do that, and it just goes in his pile. He now has those to sell to other people if they want them, or he'll just have it there. Grab my money. Let's see, there's $31 that I've gotten now. And also, as part of a trade action, the same trade action, I can look at his missions, and I can carry up to 2 missions at a time. Sorry, I gotta get these cards all back together. And let's see what he's got here. He's got a few good missions. He's got Bat Hunter, kill 3 giant bats. Here we go. Dragon Slayer, kill 3 juvenile dragons. I've killed a bunch of adult dragons, but not any juvenile dragons. That's a good one for me. Let's set that aside and take that. Let me just show what if I do that and I completed at the keep, or actually already at the keep, I'd get a legend point and 5 fame, and I get to roll some minor, those purple dice that give you minor discovery points, some points of fame in addition to that. So that's not bad, and it also lets me discard an outlaw token if I have one. Food and ale. This would lets me basically, it's a pick up and deliver thing. I'd take this card to the next civilization in alphabetical order, which would be the mine, HIJKLM. So I'd have to take these over to the dwarves and deliver that, and I get gold and get to roll some on based on my charisma. So that's not bad actually either. So let's just see what this one is. Giant Hunter, kill 2 giants. You know what? I'm just so giants and dragons are probably pretty good for me. So let's and that would be 2 legend points and 5. That's not bad. So we'll take those 2 and put these 2 back here, and we'll stack this back up for the scholar and replenish his 2 missions that I took. So I'll always have 4 missions available. That's going to be more important in multiplayer games. But he's going to have 4 missions for anybody that comes by. And there we go. The important part there is I got a lot of money. So with that, with my 4th action, I'm going to do a trade action and complete this card and pay 40 gold and 10 fame. So pay 40 gold and show that I've killed a total of 30 points of fame and monsters, and then I'll get that as my reward. So let's make sure I get my 40 gold out here. There's 25. Here we go, 40 gold. And put that over there. And I've definitely done that. I've got a bunch of monsters, a big stack of monsters over here. Each one's worth over 10 fame, so that's definitely over 30. And so I will put a cube in over here to denote that that has been taken. I cannot claim this card again. This is for if you're playing multiplayer, other people could come and get it, and each player after me would get less and less points, or fewer and fewer points for completing that. So I'll get 2 legend points and 10 fame. All right. Our knight is on his way to fame and glory for sure. And that is my turn. That was my last action. We're going to roll the monster die just to see what happens. And obviously nothing's going to come out here, and we're going to be on turn 19. So we're going to go back out, and maybe we will go to this crypt, which is nice because it has both juvenile dragons and giants, which are the missions that I took. And so we're going to go out here and go 1, 2, and now we've hit the cave. So we only get 1 action point left. I'm going to make sure I have my free alert. Oh, and then you know what? It's 2 action points to move there. So I'm going to, you know what? I'll go ahead and just sneak just in case. And so we will see what happens here. See if we get giants or dragons. And we did not. Shoot. Okay. Turn 20. We're just gonna move twice. Spend up all, oh, sorry, we can't move twice because I'm starting on a cave. We're gonna move, sneak, and then again, that's my 3 actions, and then my bonus alert action. So that is my 20th turn. We're gonna roll this and see what happens. And we did get something. We got the Lich is gonna come out onto the crypt, the Sight Guardian. So we're gonna pull him out. He is now guarding his crypt on the board. And that is where we're going to leave it for right now. And we'll pick up on turn 21 in the next video, where our knight will go to loot the crypt, hopefully, and hopefully take out some juvenile dragons and giants along the way. Thanks for watching.